We're back at it here, episode 2 of season number 7 of Behind the Scenes. He's El Presidente, president of the Pelicans, Ryan Moore. I'm Luke Maley, the broadcaster for your birds, and we're back here at RipTydz Oceanfront Grill and Rooftop Bar. Mr. Moore, how are we?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. The birds have been playing some good ball as of late. We've got some new faces, but before we get into that, what's been going on in your world?
Enjoying the start of the season, seeing all the new faces out at the ballpark, watching the team start to improve out there, and really just seeing the community come together at the ballpark for another great year of Pelicans baseball.
It's crazy how quickly things go by. We're coming up on 2 months into the year now. What's been the highlight of the season on your side of things to this point?
The highlight for me so far was probably our military appreciation night. It's always a favorite for our fans, for the recipients, the players, everybody involved. It's a special night to recognize those that took on the ultimate burden for our country and put their lives on the lines. And it's a very small thing for us to do to say thank you, but it always seems to resonate and make people feel special and good, and that's what the ballpark's about.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And, for me, it was my first experience, being here in Myrtle Beach for military appreciation. And, we had some weather on that night, but what really maybe impressed me the most, super well put together night. Everyone there that I interacted with, fans, veterans, all just great experience in talking with them. But fans stuck around. We had a hour and 45-minute plus rain delay. People were ready for Pelicans baseball. They were very excited about military appreciation night.
Of course. And, Saturday night, you can spend a little extra time at the ballpark, and especially for the great cause that we were promoting and celebrating. Hats off to the fans that stuck around, because it does make a difference to those on the field being recognized. And it's nice to have a nice crowd to recognize a great group of people.
There's been a few different things that have happened at the ballpark. One of those big ones being Military Appreciation Night. We had Princess Night, all sorts of other fun little things. There's now a picture of me on the broadcast with a tiara on. Never thought that would have been something that would have been said, but Princess Night is behind us now. We had a lot of fun there as well. We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night. That was a lot of fun. We had Raph and Mikey at the ballpark. Had a ton of fun in that as well.
Yeah, it's always, we just want to do something different, switch it up. We haven't had the Mutant Ninja Turtles out at the ballpark before. I think Princess Night has been a few years since we've done that. So we want to keep it fresh, and we want to be able to be something for everybody.
If we remember the last time that we talked to everybody here on Behind the Scenes, Myrtle Beach was home to 2 of the Cubs' top 30 prospects. That number's ballooned up to 5 now. Nazir Muley, who began the year here, is now part of that top 30 list, sliding in at number 26. We've got a couple of new 19-year-olds on the roster that slide into that top 30 as well. Number 24 prospect for the Cubs, and Yahil Melendez, left-handed hitter, left side of the infield. We've seen him both at shortstop and third base. He's been a ton to watch, a lot of power in that left-handed swing. And then Ty Salvacine, who's been an immediate plug-and-play right at the top of the car for Giovanni Cuevas. Been a leadoff hitter. He's been all over the base paths, and it's been really cool to watch both of them, primarily middle infielders, both of them playing really good defense, and now finding their way at the dish. Over this first week or so of them being here, they made their debuts, and Yahil Melendez, his family got to be here in attendance. I don't know if you got to see any of that, Ryan.
It's always great to see the families come visit their sons out here at the ballpark, daughters that may be on staff. Myrtle Beach is just a great spot for families to come visit. It's always neat to see. I do love those custom jerseys. It's just like that pride that family has in their child, and that's about one of the coolest things you can have, right?
Been a ton of fun to see, the families surround some of these players. And for a lot of guys, it's their first experience in full season baseball. Ty Salvacine, we were talking about him. He has been every single day at batting practice coming up and asking for projected attendance numbers from me, because it's just his first real experience in professional baseball, coming from the complex league. There's not a ton of fans. So getting to feel, the embrace of a full stadium, guys are really excited about that. So it's been cool to experience, their excitement for not only, being in professional baseball, but specifically here in Myrtle Beach and embracing this group of people that supports them in night in and night out. Transitioning to a question more specifically for you, we saw during the last homestand, Delmarva paid us a visit.
Yeah.
It was just the first time that they had come since 2022. What goes into, kind of behind the scenes of making the schedule and figuring out who's going to visit, where are the Pelicans going to go on the road to this year?
The schedule's created by Major League Baseball, employees of Major League Baseball that work in the scheduling department, both for MLB, MILB, and probably some of the other the leagues affiliated as well. Kristen Call, our team general manager, former executive of the year for minor league baseball, serves on the scheduling committee. So we do have operators that give input, but ultimately there's a lot of computer-based scenarios that are run. There's conflicts where there may be another event in town that you can't host games. So there's a lot of different data points that go into making the schedule, but ultimately you want to have a good balance of opponents. You also want to minimize excessive travel. You look at a team like Delmarva, they're the furthernmost northern team. We're the second most southern team-ish with Columbia, if you will. So it's a little bit further for them to get to us, and so that's why it hasn't been as frequent. But conversely, if we go up to Delmarva, typically that's going to be a two-week road trip, and you're going to stop at another northern spot on that trip as well, just to minimize the up and back. So if you're going to be up in Delmarva, then maybe you'll be going to the Nats and playing that game on your trek back home, or vice versa. You know the list of upcoming promotions. What is the one that you're most excited about? A lot of us have been here and have seen it happen before, but being your first year, what's a new promotion that's coming up that you're excited about that you may not have seen somewhere else?
Bluey and Bingo being at the ballpark weirdly does excite me.
Is this airing before or after Bluey? This is going to air before Bluey. Okay, so let me tell you, last year Bluey was the most popular character appearance we have ever had at the ballpark, and we were caught off guard. Just completely honest.
People love Bluey.
We had too many people and not enough time to get everybody through it. But this year, the whole plan's been changed. There will be no breaks. We will expedite people so they don't have to stand in line. We've got a whole plan in place. We practiced it last year on nights that may not have been as abundant as Bluey and Bingo, and it really made the experience for the fans a lot better, because the last thing we want is for somebody to come out to the ball game, go to see an appearance, wait hours and hours and see the appearance, or potentially not even see the characters, and that's something that we learned from. And moving forward, we're confident that this year will be much smoother, much quicker. So trust us, come back out. Bluey Bingo is going to be a lot different than last year.
The efficiency side of it up and improved. It should be a ton of fun. I've seen some other minor league teams do it, and it always goes so well. I got to experience that in Frisco, so I'm excited to see this year, how things go here in Myrtle Beach. That's coming up on May 30th. On May 31st, we have a mental health night. What goes into that?
Todd Chapman is a hero in our office. He leads that charge. Hunter Horenstein obviously is a close ally to him in formulating the night, but it really goes back to partnerships in the community, and relying on those that know the cause best, and collaborating and working with them to amplify their message with the megaphone of the ballpark. And I think this is either the third or fourth year in a row, fourth I'm being told. It's become a staple. It's to me, and I could be off on this, but I think our Deaf Awareness Night was a catalyst for more causes to say, how can we get involved in the ballpark? And this is just one of the many that have come to be somewhat of a staple. And it's a night that we're proud to support, and truly believe that we need to end the stigma.
I think that's really cool, kind of finding a way to blend, the fun of baseball with the education side of things, and also just the supportive side, like letting people know that you're not alone in any of these fights, and educating others on how they can be of assistance. Just helping anyone with their daily battles, or the mental side of things. And I think it's been really fun to see how baseball mixes the mental side of the game. Baseball is a very, very cerebral game. So it's been really cool to see the introduction into baseball of, mental health and wellness coaches. Mental health night's coming up. That's the 31st of May. You look down the list. June 13th, Renaissance Night. Yeah. What can you tell me about that?
I know that we're working closely with our friends over at Medieval Times. They put on a fantastic show. They were gracious enough to host a good group of our staff earlier in the year to get kind of a behind-the-scenes look, and that really began the collaboration of what do you do at your venue that we can bring to our venue, and how can we add to it? How can we help each other?
And there's a little bit more of that collaboration coming on down the line. You fast forward a few more days. June 20th, we got Ripley's Night.
Yeah. Ripley's has got everything, whether it's their aquarium, their miniature golf, their museum of oddities, and that may be wrong, don't get offended, Ripley's, I forget the exact name, but they're always pushing the envelope. They're always doing something new. If you go to the aquarium this year and you go back next year, I promise you there's going to be something new and different, and they've been great partners, and same exact mentality is like, how do we take what you're doing at the aquarium and bring it over to the ballpark. I know we've had our players go over there and they've had an absolute blast.
Ripley's Night, that is June 20th. Kind of go down the list. May 30th, we've got Bluey and Bingo. We've already talked. That's going to be a ton of fun. May 31st, the next night, Mental Health Awareness Night. And then June 1st, the one we did not talk about, we've got some Sunday Summer Fireworks Kickoff. What's going on June 1st?
June 1st is the first Sunday of the summer, if you will, that we call it. That's really when we start to see the tourists pop up and not have as many people have to get up for work on Monday morning. And with Sunday being traditionally the last game of the homestand, we wanted to give folks that maybe came in the day before and they're going to spend a week and that's their only game here, we want to give them that first class experience. We've talked about it before that every night's somebody's first night at the ballpark, so let's treat it like opening night every night. And what better way to experience a ball game than finish it with a fireworks show? So we do that all summer long on Sundays, all summer long on Fridays.
Yeah, no doubt. And then that kicks off June, and then June 13th, we talked about Renaissance Night. June 20th, we've got Ripley's Night at the ballpark. So all sorts of cool things coming up. We're very excited to see fans back at the ballpark after a little bit of a breakaway 2-week road trip for the Pelicans, where they hit the road for 12 games. Here we've talked about some of those theme nights. Ryan, thanks so much for joining us. That's episode 2 of season number 7 of Behind the Scenes. He's Ryan Moore. I'm Luke Maley. We'll catch you next time.